Hi everyone, good afternoon. Always a privilege to be with you for the online Kabbalat Shabbat with the United Synagogue, us.tv. Hope you're all having as lovely weather as we're having in London. Just share a few words before we start the actual Kabbalat Shabbat. So this week's Seder is Kedoshim. It starts off, Kedoshim to you, that you should be holy. Famous question. We have lots of mitzvahs that tell us to be holy. What is this holiness? The answer is there's an overriding sense. Every mitzvah we do is done with Kiddush Hashem, to bring sanctification and holiness and to enhance God's good name and not to do the opposite. What is the ultimate Kiddush Hashem? Of course, is to give up one's life because one is Jewish, to be murdered for being Jewish. Last week, we commemorated Yom HaShoah, which commemorates those who were murdered during the Shoah. And of course, this week, we will mark Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut. And this year, Yom HaZikaron will be particularly poignant as we remember those who were murdered on October the 7th and those who have given their lives in battle for Israel since then. That's the ultimate sacrifice, to give one's life up, our Kiddush Hashem. Rabbi Mordechai Wollenberg of Aish Kodesh in Woodmere, New York, once shared an amazing story. He said he grew up in a household where both his parents were Shoah survivors. He said in their house, if someone was killed, was murdered for being a Jew, that was the end of the conversation. They didn't discuss what kind of a Jew they were, whether it was somebody, a chief rabbi of somewhere, whether it was somebody at a music festival, whether it was somebody who was right-wing, left-wing, religious, not religious. If a person was murdered for being Jewish, that was the end of the conversation. Unfortunately, it's a great equalizer. And you don't have to go back as far as the Shoah. My own younger son is named after Rabbi Gabriel Holtzberg, of course, Gabriel Noach, who was murdered in Mumbai in the terrible terror attacks. And unfortunately, there are many, many examples in between. So that ultimate Kedoshim to you that we commemorated last week and we commemorate again this week, those who have given up their very lives just for the very fact of being Jewish and continue to be put in that situation. Unfortunately, it's nothing new. Recently, over Pesach, we commemorated the first yahrzeit of Rebbetzin Busiti and her children, her daughters, who were murdered last year in a terror attack. And the reason I bring this up is because with all that's going on around us, and as we mark Yom HaAtzmaut this week, Israel's 76th birthday, and Yom HaZikaron, we remember those, including most recently, who gave their lives, who were murdered. It's easy for a person to become despondent, think, how can I dance? How can I sing? How can I celebrate? How can I even celebrate Kabbalat Shabbat on a Friday night? Or how can I be besimcha? How can I be joyous when there's so much going on, so much sorrow and so much pain? And I was reminded of the incredible story of Rabbi Leo D. The shul in Efrat, where Rabbi D davened, was the day, I think, after, or one of the days of Chol HaMoed, after the terrible murders of his wife and daughters. And the shul in Efrat, where they used to daven, the Chazan was saying Hallel. And normally, Hallel, you sing lively songs. Maybe some shuls they even dance or they have music. And the Chazan saw that Rabbi D was in shul. And they got to the first paragraph of Hallel, and the Chazan just read it quietly. Second paragraph, same thing happened. And people just figured, it's not a time for joy. It's not a time for celebration. And Rabbi D went over to the Chazan. He gave him a hug and he said something to him. The Chazan suddenly picked up and he started singing the most lively and joyous songs. And afterwards, he was asked what Rabbi D had said to him. He simply said to me, please, I want it to be joyous. I want it to be besimcha. Even those who have been through terrible pain, and we've all seen the videos of soldiers or of families, bereaved families saying, please live your life for us. Be besimcha, be joyous. So as difficult as it may be, as we celebrate Kabbalat Shabbat tonight, and as we celebrate Israel's 76th birthday on Monday, at the same time that we mark the sad passing of all those who gave up their lives, we must also be besimcha and find reasons to celebrate and to have joy. It's not a contradiction to have both at the same time. So we will have hopefully a nice lively Kabbalat Shabbat tonight. Apologies for slight distractions. I had to plug my charger in and it wasn't working. So hopefully my laptop will stay on long enough. So we're going to have the words on the screen shortly. Or if you're in a Siddur, it's page 576 in the Singers. Yadid nefesh av harachamon Meshai chavdecha el retzoinecha Yarutz avdecha kamo ayal Yishtachabeh el mol hadarecha Yerabloi Yedidoi Secha Minoi Festoch Bechotam Hador Noe Ziv Hailam Nafshi Chailas Abasecha Ana elna Rafana la Beharois la Nayam zivecha Ostis chazek Vesis rapei Behayisala Simchas oilam Vasik yemuna Rachamecha Bechusana Al ben ahuvecha Ki ze kama Nichsoif nichsavti Nirois v'siferes Uzecha Eilech hamda libi v'chusana v'yati shalom higalena v'frois chavivi alai esukas shaloi mecha ta'ir eret Michvoidecha Nahagila Benismechavach Maherehoiv Kiba Moed Bechoneinu Kimei Oilam Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai nai Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 Tadanai nai 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 nine. If you're in the city, you turn to page 258, or it's on the screen. Lechon ranana ladoinoi naria letzo yisheinu nekad mafanav v'saida Bismirais nari alai. Hayam kamesh malach. Arbaim shana akubadar oimar am toilei mavheim v'heim lo yodu l'rachai asher nishmati mi'avi im yevoyon el menuchasi shiru l'adainai shir chadash shiru l'adainai kol ha'aretz shiru l'adainai baruch shemai Pasru miyayim la'yayim Yeshuasai Sapru b'goyim kavaydai B'chol ha'amim nifalai sav Ki gadai l'adainai Umahul almai Nairahu, I'll call Elohim, Ainai, Ki call Elohim, Hayawamim, Melilim, Vadoinoi, Shmayim, Oso, Hoy Behadal, Lefonov, Hoy Versiferes, Bemigdashai, Habul Adoinoi, Mishpachais, Amen, Habul Adoinoi, Kavod Va'ais, Habul Adoinoi, Kavod Shemai, Sayu Mincha, Ubayu Lechatzroi Savainai, Hishtachavu Ladoinoi, Behadras Kodesh, Chilu Mipanav, Kol Ha'aretz, Imru Bagoyim, Adoinoi Malach, Atikon Tevel, Baal Timoit, Yodinamim B'meisharim, Yismachu Hashamayim, V'sagel Haaretz, Yeram Hayam, Umalayai, Yaloi Sadai, V'chol Hashebo, Ein, Oz Yeramanu, Kolat Seyoa, Lifnei Adoinoi, Kibo, Lishboi Ta'oret, Yishboi Tevel B'tzedek, V'yamim B'munasa, Adonai Malach, Tagel Haaretz, Israel Rabin, Amar Tzvi Vatarik Mishmar Chagis, Shama Vatismach Tzion, V'tagelna, V'nois Yehuda, L'man Mishpatecho Adonai, Ki ata Adonai Elyon, Al Kol Haaretz, Ma'ina Le'so Kol Elohim, Ohavei Adonai, Sinura, Shoymen Avshois Chasidav, V'yadru Shoym Yatzileim, U'saru Al Tzadik, U'lishrei Leim Simcha, Simchu, Tzadikim B'Adonai, V'hoidu L'Zeicher Kodshai, Mizmor Shiru L'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Ki Nifloi Sasa, Hoy Shialai Yaminai, Uzaraya Kadesha, Hodia Adonai Yeshua, Leinei Agoyim Gilatik Asai, Zachor Chasdai Ve'munasai, Ve'veis Yisrael, Ra'u Cholafsei Oretz, Eis Yeshuas Eloheinu, Hariu L'Adonai Kol Haaretz, Pitzchu V'rananu, V'zameru Zamru L'Adonai, V'chinor, V'chinor V'kol Zimra, V'chatzit Rois V'kol Shofar, Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Yiram Hayam U'Malayai, Tevel V'Yoshveva, Naharoi Simcha Uchav, Yachad Harim, Yeraneinu, Lifnei Adonai Kiva, Lishboi Toretz, Yishboi Tevel V'tzedek, V'yamim B'meishorim, Anai, 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 Nine. Moshe v'Aaron b'chai hana u'Shemuel b'koirei Shemai koirim el Adonai v'hu yahaneim b'amud anan Yidaber Aleihem, Shomru Eidoi Som, V'choi Nosalamai, Adonai Eloheinu, Ato Anisom, El Noisei HaYisalahem, V'noi Kei Malalinoi Som, Roi Mamu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'ishtachavu l'har kodshai, Ki kadosh, Adonai Eloheinu, Mizmor leDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'nei Yelim, Havu l'Adonai, Kavod va'oz einai, havu l'Adonai, Kavod shemo ishtachavu l'Adonai, v'adras kodesh, koil l'Adonai, alamayim, ela kavod hirim, Adonai, amayim rabim, koil Adonai, B'koyach einai, koil Adonai, behadar, koil Adonai, shomer arazim, v'shaber Adonai, esar zeyal v'adonai, v'yarkidei kamo egel, lehavanoin, v'siriyoin, kamoin, Ben Re'ei Mimainai, Koil Adonai, Choytzeg La'avis Eish, Koil Adonai, Yochil Midbar, Yochil Adonai, Midbar Kodesh, Kol Adonai, Yochil Elayalois, Vayechesovois, Yarois, Uvahei Chalovois, Kuloi merkavoid einai Adonai Lamavul Yashav Yeshev Adonai Melech V'Olam Adonai Ois V'Amo Yitein Adonai Yivarech Samoi V'Shalom Ayanai Nai 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 Anai nai nai nai, anai nai nai, anai nai 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 nai. Anna bakaya kedoshim. Before we do Lechada D, page 266, we'll sign off as we usually do before the last verse, and you can light candles anytime from now up till the latest time tonight is 8:24 p.m. So don't forget to light candles and finish off davening. Also, if anyone didn't count the Yom, I forgot to mention, today is the 17th day, Hayom Shiva Asa Yom, Shem Shnei Shavuos, Shlosh Yom Omer. That's 2 weeks and 3 days. So tonight we count one more after nightfall tonight. Okay. L'Chadodi, page 266. L'Chadodi Likras Kala, P'nei Shabbos Nekabla, L'Chadodi Likras Kala, P'nei Shabbos Nekabla, Ei Shamor V'Zacho B'dimur Echad, Hishmiyanu Elam Yuchad, Adonai Echad U'Shma Echad, L'Shem Siveres V'L'Sila, Ei L'Chadodi Likras Kala, P'nei Shabbos Nekabla, Ei Nai 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 Nai, Ei Nai Nai Nai, Ei Nai 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 Nai, Ei Likras Shabbos L'Chuvan Elcha, Ki Hi Makor HaBracha, Merosh Mikedem Nesucha, Soif Maseh Mashava Tachila, Eilecha Doidi Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Ne Kabbalah, Einai, Nai, 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 Einai, Anai, Mikdash Melech Melucha, Kumitzaim Etaychafecha, Ahai, Ay, Rav Lasheves V'Yemekavacha, V'Yachamoy La Yechem La, Lechadoidi Likras Kala, B'nei Shabbos Nekabla, Einai, His Nari Meyachar Kumi, Liv Shevik Dei Sifartei Mi, Al Yad Ben Yishai, Beis Halachmi, Korva Emashigi Allah, Lechadoidi Likras Kala, B'nei Shabbos Nekabla, Einai, Anai, His Oireri, Kiva Oire, Kumi Oiri, Ahai, Ori, Shedaberi, Kavod Adonai Alayich Nigla, Lechadoidi Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla, Einai, Lo Sevoshi, Belo Sikalmi, Mate Shoichachi, Umatehemi, Bochechesu, Ani Yami, Benibne So, Iratila, Lechadoidi, Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla, Lechadoidi, Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla, Bahayu Limshisa, Shoisayich, Barachaku, Koma Balayich, Yosis Alayich, Elohayich, Kim Sois Chasan Al Kala, Lechadoidi, Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla, Lechadoidi, Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla, Yamin Usmail, Tifraitzi, B'es Adonai, Taritzi, Al Yadish, Ben Partzi, V'nismecha, V'nagila, Lechadoidi, Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla, Lechadoidi, Likras Kala, Pnei Shabbos Nekabla. Wish everyone Shabbat Shalom. Don't forget to light candles before 8:24, and wish everyone Shabbat Shalom and a good week ahead.